playing Stardew Valley. That's not how I spell my name. You know what? Close enough. In fact, how'd I do that? Okay, it's that one. Alright, we're gonna do it like this now. Yeah. Farm name, this farm name will be... Farm name, my farm name... This is gonna tell you what we're gonna be doing. We're just gonna be farming flowers, like my usual way to play this game. Okay, we gotta clean up our farm a bit. I forgot about this part. It's kind of important. So, go ahead and mine some of these rocks. Get some of the trees out of the way. Just enough to get the parsnip seeds grown. We're gonna get these two out of the way, and then we'll start planning out what we're gonna do for day one, and start talking about my plans for this farm in general. I'm not gonna be focused, like, entirely on flowers. There will be other things I have to do. Okay, so we got our parsnips done. We're gonna be talking about some of the plans for this farm. So, first step is going to be to wait until 9 to go to Pierre's. And then I will buy some flower seeds. I'm not sure which flower seeds I'm gonna want to buy, but I will be buying some flower seeds today. Okay, there's a rusty spur. Okay, so that's our first artifact. We can go to the museum too. So we'll go here. Uh-oh, we need more wood because I need a chest. I forgot about that. Let's do that real quick. Okay, that's perfect. We got just enough for a chest. That means we don't have to worry about things. Okay, we're gonna place the chest right here. And for now, we're gonna place stone, fiber, coal, and no, not our daffodil. Our daffodil needs to stay out. Okay, and now we can go to town. So, we already have some stuff. I haven't actually played that much Stardew Valley. I think I have 15 hours on the Steam version, about 40 hours on the Switch version. I mostly play it on Switch, but it's easier to record on PC, so here we are. And first, I guess we'll go to Pierre's. There's Gus, Abigail, Marnie. We got Pierre over here. And we're gonna go talk to Pierre this time. For real. Okay, Jazz. So we have tulips and jazz. So should be, I think, 10 jazz, 10 tulips, I think is what I normally do. Yeah. Okay. 10 jazz, 10 tulips. Oh, he didn't see me. You're gonna see me. Hehe. Nope, you're not let in. This is my establishment now. So, you're gonna notice just I'm a menace around the town. Hi, Sam. Bye, Sam. I don't want to ever talk to you again. Hello, Leia. Hey, Penny. You see that? Yep, another daffodil. It's gonna come in very handy. Now let's go into this house right here for no reason. Hello. Let's talk to you. Hello, Emily. Okay. Alright. We've given our gift to Emily. I think that says enough about things I plan to do in this. Let's go in here. Hi, Jody. Hi, whatever your name is. Vincent. It's Vincent. Wow. You aren't exactly how I imagined, but that's okay. Who even says something like that? Apparently Jody does. Marnie, what are you doing? Hello, Harv. Harv from Animal Crossing New Leaf. Alright, now we're gonna go up and look for the Maru. Maru is up here somewhere. Wait, we should probably go plant our flowers. I get distracted every 2 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna go Jazz over here since it grows the longest, because this is 4. Then we got 6. And then we got 7. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, I'm sorry. We're gonna eat the leek. I'm not gonna make the call me Kevin joke of there's a leak in the box. But I might later on, so stay tuned. Alright, that is all of that. We're gonna refill this, and we're gonna cut all the weed. Plural, weeds. We're gonna go to my chest, and we're gonna deposit all of this junk, except for you. And we're gonna go down to look for some forageable items. And then after this, we'll look elsewhere for forageable items. Starting to feel exhausted. Just careful. Alright, so I can walk through and I can walk back. That's all that matters. And we have dandelion. And we have horseradish. Wild horseradish. We have these things, the weeds. And ooh, we can talk to the wizard. I don't think it's open right now, actually. There's the rat house, or the mouse house, where the mouse will come and then sell you hats, I guess. I think it's a mouse. It's either a mouse or a rat. I feel like it'd be a mouse because rat is kind of has some negative connotations to it. It's 8:20. I think we can go over by the community center. I'm hoping. And still forage there in time. And we can stay out late because we did level up in foraging, which I was paying attention to. I know that's shocking. I don't pay attention to most things, but I did pay attention to that. Sebastian, no. And that's all the foraging we're gonna do on day 1. Day 2 will be mostly spent fishing. We gotta water our crops, but then we'll spend the rest of the day fishing. I feel like that way we get some extra money. We'll sell the horseradish, but we'll keep the dandelion and the daffodil because I think they're both universal likes. I know the daffodil is. But let's go ahead and nope. So you can go in there, you can go in there, you can go in there. We're gonna sell you just to get some money. I don't know how much those sell for. We'll sell the clam. No, we'll keep the clam. We'll use it for the community center. We won't focus that much on money aside from fishing. Okay, level up in foraging. Okay, we have $50. $50 to spend. We're not spending it on anything. It's kind of a waste to spend. There we go. One of those was the Willy guy, the other one was someone else, I don't know. I think it was like the mom or something. I'm not entirely sure. So let's water our crops and let's go down to see Willy. And we're gonna fish all day long. Okay, not all day long, we still gotta do some other things. Alright. And we're just gonna fish for the rest of the day, pretty much. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I think, is... I think after this one we're gonna go take a break, go look for some people to give gifts. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this. Anything else on here? Nope. Alright, and then we'll go river fishing after this. Have some trash because I hate you. I don't know what I have against Elliot, I just have something against Elliot. There's some quartz. Quartz can go to the museum. I think what I'm gonna do is to give it like a unique feeling, each day will be like an in-game week. Or each video will be an in-game week. So this video will be 1st to 7th. Basically, the months are divisible by 7, so it just makes things nicer. Leia, can I find you? I want to give you a dandelion. Oh yeah, my inventory's full. Oops. Okay, we're gonna go up to my farm, we're gonna sell some of the fish. It's a little convoluted path, but I do mostly remember it. Go around this way, and we're here. So we'll go ahead and put up sea jelly is useful, all of that stuff's useful. Fire quartz will keep... no, it's already too late. Clam we can sell. Baguette is... we're just gonna keep it in the chest for now. Sell the clam, sell the fish. And then... you know what, instead of going back to fishing, I think I'm gonna do some more work around the farm. So we'll go ahead and shove these in there. We'll take the baguette. And we'll get the axe, pickaxe, and hoe. Okay, we're not gonna push it anymore. It is time to just go to bed. So tomorrow we're gonna be fishing and cleaning up the farm a bit. Basically the same thing that we did today. Okay, level 1 fishing. We got 140 bucks. That does not go far at all, but it's day 3 now. We don't have to water today, so today's actually just going to be an entirely fishing day. Alright. I forgot today was rainy, because the 3rd of the first year is rainy. I don't know about the second year. I rarely ever get to the second year. I usually get to fall, and then I'm like, yep, I'm done. Just because after I lose access to Fairy, I feel like there's no point in continuing playing. Although, alternatively, I could try to rush the greenhouse this year, because if I'm able to do that, that might actually be what I do. Get unlimited Fairy. Yeah, I'll just do that. I should probably go not do this. Let's... You still open? No, I didn't think so. I don't care about you, Alex. No, we're not gonna get along great. Stupid fucking jock. Hey, Sebastian. You're cool. You're the only boy I'm gonna talk to. If I can remember how to walk. I mean, Sam's not bad. But he's a Blink kid, and I am a Megadeth kid, so we just don't get along. Sleep. Good night. But all we did was fishing that day, meaning we got some money. I should have stayed up later, but... Oh, well, who cares? Alright. Starting today, we're gonna check for the community center, and we are not gonna be fishing today. We will put that rod up. So, we're gonna start with the usual, just water the crops. Parsnips only have 1 day left, meaning we're gonna get some farming XP, meaning we can get scarecrows, and scarecrows are going to be very important for the sheer amount of plants we will be planting. We need to make sure we have the proper fiber and wood amounts along with coal. We're gonna have to go mining tomorrow. And we're just gonna chop down some trees. We're gonna need some coal, so we're gonna get some of the rocks. We're gonna mine some of the rocks, and we're just gonna kind of just do whatever today. We do have to check at some point in time whether or not the community center is unlocked, because that is an important part of this playthrough, just because I do want some of the things that it offers, namely the greenhouse. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I think we're actually just going to, we're not going to focus on flowers very much at all until we get that greenhouse, because fairy is all I need in this life. Community center is not open, by the way. We would have gotten that cutscene immediately. But we are going to go up here anyways, just to forage. Besides, we still haven't talked to Maru, Robin, or really anyone up here. I don't know if it's open Thursday. I think it's closed Tuesdays. Yeah. So Robin's here. Demetrius is not here. Maru. Let's do some, I know Dimitri's in there. Okay. But there's no Maru here, meaning Maru is probably at work. She works as a nurse or something like that? I'm not entirely sure. She's in the medical field. Okay, we will have to figure out what I need for the community center when that day comes. Maru, yes. Maybe she's just the receptionist? Okay. Did not know you could buy drugs there. That is a good thing to know. Emily? Ew. You're the sister. You know what? I'll be friends with you. I do like your story's kind of cool with all the photographs. Even though you seem very self-centered and annoying. And not to say you aren't, you still definitely are. Is Emily... Emily, are you in there? Where are you? Are you... What do you mean I look like I could use a beverage? I don't drink that much. Alright, let's look for Emily. I have no clue where she could be. I have a feeling she's not at the library. But I don't know. She might be at the library. It's not the entrance to the library. I don't think she's here. I don't think she exists actually. I think maybe I'm hallucinating something instead of... I don't think there was actually an Emily. I think it was just Leia, Penny, Haley, Abigail, Maru, Harvey, whoever else there. You. Yeah, it's night 4. Hey, Evelyn. I guess I'm just gonna go... I don't know, is there like gambling or something I can do? Don't gamble. Please. I never said that. No one should ever gamble. Especially not their life savings. There's some coal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Big uh-oh. We are gonna be tired tomorrow. Which means that we are not gonna get the full extent of the mine. Hello, Jazz. I'm an old lady. Jazz is just like, who is that? Hey, 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 hey! Get over here! I can't keep up with you! You're too fast for me! Come on. No, I didn't mean to attack you. I'm not evil. Okay, daffodil? You want a daffodil? Alright, now I'm gonna leave. The slowest way possible. I want Leia and Emily to be the highest. And I want Haley to be at like, just barely, like, yeah, we know each other and we say hi when we see each other. That kind of friend. No higher than that. Okay, we will go the other way around because that way will be way too slow. We're gonna go look for some of the onions. We have wasted today, but to be honest, we've also wasted tomorrow too, but like... It's still the first week. These days don't matter as much. What if we just go get the onions, and we go to bed, and we forget any of this ever happened? I feel like that's a kind of good plan. Woohoo! I might not be exhausted tomorrow. I don't know if it works that way. I'd assume it does, because it does for the other thing, but also it may not, because this is also something different. And we're off at high speeds. We are expected to make it back to my house by, like, 10:30. It's gonna be like 10:30 before I get back, isn't it? Okay, no, we're almost to the farm. We'll make it back to the farm at 8. We'll make it back to my cabin probably 9:30. Alright, we're gonna make it to bed. Eventually. Eventually. There we go. And so we get level 2 foraging. Charcoal kiln. Are we fully healed? Oh, I forgot to change the cat. What's his name? We have Henry. Henry. I don't care about you, Jojo. I don't know how much we need for the community center, but I'm gonna keep 6 just in case. But that should be level up in farming. Okay, and so we're gonna go mining today. We will still want the hoe. We'll take the fucking onions. Didn't mean to swear there. We'll take that one out. Or no, we won't. We'll take the onions. The onions come with us. And that's a much better statement than what I said previously. Nothing. I don't know when the community center can actually unlock. Let me look up real quick. Okay. Hang on. We gotta go do the community center because I just remembered, or I just learned how to unlock it. There we go. We got the cutscene, we have the community center. Now we have to enter the community center. So we gotta go in here, and then tomorrow we get the wizard thingy. Alright, so tomorrow we get the wizard thingy note. And today we just spend the rest of the day mining. Okay, so if you've never played Stardew Valley before, the mine you just kind of go around and pick things up and destroy blocks. You want to get as deep as you can for some things. Some other things, if like to unlock more ores, and then to you just kind of build up like ores and stuff. I am not explaining things well right now. But yeah, this is where you get all the mining stuff, which I know is a huge surprise, but it's also the main source of combat XP from what I know of the game, at least. I am probably entirely wrong. Anything? Oh, I already have a staircase. What was I doing that for? Okay, so there are elevators every 5th level of the mine, which means you can fast travel to every 5th level. Like now I can teleport to level 5. And just kind of look for more exits, and hope you don't die. That's kind of important too. Is that a weapon? I think that's a weapon. Okay. We're gonna drop... Here, we'll just eat the cave carrot. A wood club. Also, finding a club is incredible luck. It's a great weapon for this point of the game where I have basically nothing. We're just gonna check for copper first. Yep, like this. Guys that we can hit like this. Or quartz, not copper. This... Okay, the ladder's gonna be right here. Nope, the ladder's actually gonna be right here. Nope, it's gonna be right here. Right here. No, it's this one right here. Hello? Any ladders? I don't think there are ladders. And I did it again! I was not paying attention. I should have been paying so much more attention. And now I have that curse on me, which means that I have to level up tomorrow to not lose all my energy tomorrow. Which, it's fine. I just gotta do the wizard, water some crops. I'd like to come back to the mine, but if I can't, that's my fault. Now we're gonna kill this guy. We're gonna take the earth crystal, no earthbound in there. Come on, ladders. 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 Okay, onions consumed, and we're gonna get a ladder over right at this one, actually. And I was entirely wrong. Which one instead of geode? I guess slime. We're gonna get so much slime later, though. Don't worry. Amethyst. Topaz. I mean, I guess we can just eat all our spring onions. There we go. But now we're at our maximum amount of HP, or both HP and energy, actually. We are at the most we will get for this trip. We're gonna try and get some coal before we get, use some of that energy, because I'm not going past 10 right now. I feel like that'll be a very bad idea. Anymore, because we just gotta go right there. Nope. Alright, we're gonna open this. What's in this again? Leather boots. So, what we can do... Okay, what am I gonna have to... I'm gonna have to get rid of something. I think I've messed up here. I should have waited. I guess I have to do the stone. But we can just put these on and we get the stone back. Alright, that works. That works very well. Now let's go ahead and run back before we completely die. We will not be selling anything we have. Looks like there's a leak. Shut up. I know I have the furnace now. Okay, and now we gotta go to the wizard and figure out what the community center needs. Okay. Okay, so now all we're gonna do, we're gonna go up here, just do some foraging before the Rasmodius' place opens. Alright, so we have everything we need, I think, for the foraging bundle. We might need the other thing, I don't know the name right now. So let's just go down and look around. Okay. Let's get some of this soup. Soup. Oh, no soup. He's not sharing. Now we just go to the community center and we finish that first bundle. And then we can do what I'm wanting to do. Okay, there we go. Yep. Yep, that's where I want. I want the pantry. Oh, I have to do animals. I forgot. Oops. I'm gonna have to do some more planning then. But that's okay. We still got plenty of spring left. Let's just spend all my money on parsnip seeds. This is going to end very poorly. Okay, 101 parsnip seeds. Now, we're just gonna be focused on farming XP and money right now. So, we're gonna be hoping that we can do this, and that I didn't just impulse my way to just being stressed out all the time. But, let's try this. Alright, now to water, so we know we can water it because we can get it all dug up. But we need to make it this first time, and I think we're going to require some help from some dandelions. I've got a lot of work ahead of me this season. And we need a barn before the start of summer too, I think. For things to work out well. Okay, so after we do this, we will have to get some scarecrows because otherwise we will be losing a lot of crops. And I don't want to lose that much. I think that should be all the scarecrow we need. Yes, that very much should be. Just in case, we will move you here. And that will be good, I'm sure. Alright, and now we just sleep for the last day of episode 1 of Stardew Valley, and it is a rainy day, so we don't have to water any crops. But now I have tulips, and we're just gonna straight up sell them. Alright, so time to think about what I'm gonna do today. I guess I'm just gonna go fishing again. I think that's the best way to get some money. I don't know where the best place to go to fish. I feel like I remember it's somewhere over here, but I don't know. Come on, dinosaur egg, dinosaur egg, dinosaur egg! We don't need the bait. Yep, well, we can take the iron ore, but we'll replace the, Oh, but seaweed's good. We'll get rid of the coal. Coal is a little more easier to obtain than iron right now. Okay, so we're just gonna go back to sell some of this stuff. And we'll just go to the river and fish until like 1 a.m. and then quickly run home before we pass out. Alright, so we'll have to eat some seaweed just to not die, but I mean, I think the more we fish the better, especially since we've already leveled up today, so we don't have to worry about energy tomorrow. Oops. Thought that was considered paused. Oh well. But good news is it didn't matter. This is now 6 a.m. the next day and oh, it's raining again. Well, that's where I'll leave off. See everyone in the next video. And this has been Stardew Valley, Episode 1.